There was no protect on our Saluna. Y'all saw that, right? We're gonna get the knockoff. They're not gonna get their guts up. It's faster. No! They got their guts up! Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back. Today we've got another super fun team to try out here on the Regulation G ranked ladder. This one is a sand team. So of course we have Tyranitar to set up the sand. It is the Assault Vest, Terra Water, Terra Blast. To take advantage of that sand, we have Excadrill. Its Sand Rush ability will double its speed while it's in the sand. This is a Terra Ghost version, so we don't have to worry about Fake Out. Clear Amulet, so we don't have to worry about Intimidate. And then we've got Donphan with the Sand Veil, so that it's a little bit harder to hit while the sand is up. It's a Terra Ice Shard version. And we've got some Focus Sash Endeavor shenanigans going on here as well. We also have Miraidon as our restricted. Of course, this is a choice specs variant, but instead of being Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam, it's got Snarl. To take advantage of that electric terrain, we've got the Electric Seed Unburdened Sneasler. It has the upper hand though, so it's got Dire Claw, Close Combat, Protect, that's all standard, but instead of something like Throat Chop or Fake Out, or even Coaching, it's got upper hand to help protect its partners from priority moves. And then finally, we've got Whimsicott for support. We've got Tailwind, Light Screen, Encore, Moonblast, so it does a little bit of damage. So let's see how this team does. Another fucking weather team. Can you just, like, leave me alone? Can you just leave me alone? Okay. I would like to Volt Switch out of here. I think. Because I could totally see Lunala just like setting up Trick Room. But I also don't want to take a Moonblast, so that's why we're gonna Terra. How about trying Renegade Platinum? I do like Challenge, and it's Gen 4. I haven't played Gen 4 in a long time. I could totally do Renegade Platinum. Okay, Terra on Lunala means you can definitely Dire Claw, and that's why we Bolt Switched instead of Electro Drift. So I didn't want to be locked into Electro Drift if they both ended up resisting. Oh, no Trick Room. You're just gonna set up Tailwind. Okay. But even after they set up Tailwind, Sneasler outspeeds Lunala. Oh! I wasn't thinking about the fact that Lunala is a Psychic type. I should have Terra'd Sneasler. Sneasler's the only Pokemon I had to outspeed this shit. Now I'm at a speed disadvantage. Okay, but Tyranitar is good. And Donphan has a Focus Sash. So that could be helpful. Kind of was expecting Torkoal here. Why is there so much weather? Okay, we're gonna double the Torkoal, just in case Lunala goes for like a Wide Guard here. I mean, even with Tailwind up, Torkoal can't outspeed. And we got Focus Sash, so this is okay. Oh, that's huge. Boom. Suck it. Okay. So I'm up 3-2. Okay, they're probably gonna try to expanding force. They're probably gonna try to expanding force Donphan. We'll go for the knockoff on Ursaluna because if they don't protect Ursaluna, that's a huge win. I don't want to hard switch in Miraidon on a expanding force. I don't think Donphan's particularly useful anymore. So I'll just try to get an ice shard up before Donphan goes down. A little bit more chip on Lunala. There was no protect on Ursaluna. Y'all saw that, right? We're gonna get the knockoff. They're not gonna get their guts up. Fuck, it's faster. No! They got their guts up! It's faster, Ursaluna. Or maybe Tyranitar's just not that fast? I don't... We need a new team. This team's not working for me. Fuck this team. Okay, this has to kill. Okay, we actually might win. Hold on. Because that was the last turn of Tailwind. We actually might win. Hold on. If Draco hits, we win, right? I take it back. This team's fantastic. We're not going to get a new team. I feel like... Okay, I mean, we have to bring time. I feel like we put Miraidon in the back. I feel like, because we can totally get our weather up, no problems here. And then, so between Excadrill and Tyranitar, we pretty effectively pin Calyrex. Calyrex can't Terra Fairy really in front of Excadrill, but it also doesn't want to stay its typing in front of Tyranitar. So Tyranitar and Excadrill can really easily pin Calyrex, I feel like. All right, we back. What the heck? I don't even know what all happened. I don't know what happened. They must have tried to double Excadrill. Okay, nice. I thought Calyrex might protect, which is why I went for substitute with Excadrill here. That way, if Rillaboom does like a huge amount of damage to Excadrill, it won't actually. Okay. That's fine, because now I can hit... Now I can hit Calyrex. Okay, and Tyranitar should be faster than Rillaboom now. Calyrex just protected. Yeah. So we target Calyrex. Nice. With Excadrill, that should be enough there. Way back live. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Dang, that was good. Thank you, Phoenix. Not sure why Saribot didn't get that one. Yeah, I'm just gonna protect against the Grassy Glide here. Oh! It was going into Tyranitar this time. I could have just attacked Goodra for free. Okay, well, at least they didn't go for an Iron Defense. Didn't really get anything out of it. That's nice. Out comes the DD, but we don't really care about that. We don't care about the special defense boost either. Last turn of Sand, so I say we just make the most of it. I'm actually gonna go for the double on Goodra, expecting Indeedee to quick follow me. Oh, Indeedee just quick protect, bitch. I doubled Goodra. Damn, that was so good. Okay. Fine, I quit. You also have Tyranitar. Okay, well, let's try Miraidon Sneasler then. Well, no, because I don't necessarily want to set up Iron Hands. So let's put Miraidon in the back, but I do feel like I really want Sneasler. So let's try, like, Whimsicott, maybe for some support. And I'll bring Donphan, but not Tyranitar. Because I think Ice Shard will be super helpful against Rayquaza, and access to high horsepower will be helpful as well. Against both Tyranitar and Iron Hands. Okay, well, let's protect against the fake out here. Maybe just go for a Moonblast into Rayquaza, break a Sash if it has it. What's the gimmick with Tyranitar? Tyranitar sets up the sand so that Excadrill gets its Sand Rush ability and Donphan gets its Sand Veil ability. Swords Dance E-Speed. So now what we do is upper hand the Rayquaza. Because they have to go for E-Speed or another Moonblast kills them. And so I'm gonna Encore Iron Hands into Fake Out. Interesting. You're stuck with Fake Out. 2 more turns. Okay, so we're gonna upper hand Rayquaza again. We're gonna Moonblast that slot. In case it goes for not E-Speed. There we go. Oh! Your Covert Cloak. Fuck. Well, that worked out anyway, but... Damn. Okay, well, we took down the Restricted without losing a single Pokemon of our own, so that feels really good. If I had to guess, Amoonguss is gonna Rage Powder here, but I'm gonna protect Sneasler just to, like, see if I can tell. I'd like to bait Amoonguss into going for a Spore, but it is not doing that. Oh, but I have Miraidon in the back, so I really don't have to worry about Spore. And Whimsicott can hit Tyranitar even if Amoonguss goes for Moonblast. So if I swap in... Was that weakness policy? Oh my god. Okay. We do have to worry about that. If I swap in Miraidon because I'm worried about Spore, then... If I swap in Miraidon because I'm worried about Spore, then Miraidon has to take a high horsepower. So I think I'd be better off just like sacking. I think I would be better off sacking Sneasler here. Sneasler's done its job. Oof, okay, that's fine. One more move blast is enough to take Tyranitar down. And Draco should be enough to deal with Amoonguss here. Well, okay, what's our speed order? Hold on. $205, 138, okay. So Miraidon's gonna hit first. Actually, just gonna lock into Electro Web. Because I'm not really scared of Amoonguss at all. Because it can't spore me. Yeah, there we go. So they were protecting Tyranitar there, hoping Amoonguss could like Sludge Bomb or Pollen Puff or something and take down Whimsicott. But this way I don't lower my special attack. I'd rather be locked into Electro Drift here than Draco. And Whimsicott's still alive. Okay, fake out from Iron Hands though. Would rather not be locked into Electro Drift here, so I'm actually gonna swap in Donphan. And if Whim takes the fake out, then Miraidon can finish off Tyranitar the next turn. Okay, nice. So what I'm gonna do here is Miraidon comes back in. One turn of Sand, 3 turns of Electric Drain. So we're actually gonna Endeavor the Iron Hands, and I'm still gonna lock into Electro Drift with Miraidon because Donphan is only 51 HP right now, so Iron Hands at 51 HP should go down to a Terra Electro Drift. So we'll clean up Tyranitar here, get it off the field. Donphan can Endeavor Iron Hands, but we should be able to finish it off from there pretty easily. I'm not very worried about it. Oh. Don't be Terra Ground. Totally fine. Terra Flying's fantastic. I love Terra Flying. Now you're extra dead, Tyranitar. Boom. Yep, and Donphan outspeeds Iron Hands, so Iron Hands gets taken down to 51 HP. So from here, both my Pokemon outspeed their Iron Hands. We can finish this off. Dang, who would have thought Endeavor Donphan would actually be the thing I ended up using the most? I guess they were worried about Donphan, like, earthquaking or high horsepowering or something, but like, I don't know. Their Iron Hands had way more HP, like that was the thing they needed to preserve. All right, now we have 3 wins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play until I lose, and then I'm gonna go take a nap. That's the goal. We're gonna play until I lose, and then I'm gonna go take a nap. And I know I have not been live very long, but I'm getting married and I'm tired and I can do whatever I want. All right, well, this is probably it, if we're being honest. We need Whimsicott because we're both gonna just set up Tailwind. And I think we need Excadrill for this one. Okay, so Lurantis is like contrary Leaf Storm stuff. Which I'm not really scared of at all with Miraidon on the field. All right, we're both gonna Tailwind, that's fine. And then you'll be dead. Bye-bye. Oh, Lurantis also gets superpower. It's contrary superpower stuff. I don't have anything I can swap in on a superpower. They're gonna fake out Miraidon, hit it again. Maybe it'll go down. But if here's a bonus. If they fake out in front of my Whimsicott, I get to Encore them into fake out. So I don't want to hard switch anything in because it's all gonna take super effective damage from superpower. Oh. Terrafairy, okay. Well, now you're weak to Electro Drift if I get another one off. No fake out, okay. Well, not weak, but you don't resist it anymore. So I doubled the Lurantis. Is this enough? Yes, because they Terra'd. If they hadn't Terra'd, they would have resisted the Electro Drift. I'm not sure why they Terra'd there. I mean, that's fantastic. I'll take that. Honestly, same thing. If they fake out, I get to Encore them. So like, I'm totally happy. Oh, you faked out my Covert Cloak Pokemon. And Sucker Punch was never going to be enough to take down Miraidon from that range. And you're not Sash. Love to see it. Dang. My nap's going to be a little longer. Okay, so they clicked Fake Out, which means we get to click Encore. And I'll just go ahead and do a little swap-a-rooney here. For funsies. Yeah, I mean, if it was Scarf, they wouldn't have gone for Sucker Punch. So it had to have been Banded. Or like Black Glasses, maybe. If it was Scarf, they could have just Wicked Blowed. But that's why I doubled the Urshifu slot with both Electro Drift and Moonblast. All right, well, this is probably it, if we're being honest.